Our judge has completed her placings in the Ayrshire Spring Yearling Heifer class. We would first like to recognize our winning junior entries. Second place junior is entry 1750, Old and Lazy Gibbs Morgan, exhibited by Tyler Cole and Michaela Andrus of Lodi, Wisconsin. Winning junior is entry 3097, Scolo Dreamer Miracle, exhibited by Landry Fraley of Muncie, Pennsylvania. Placing third in the class is entry 1761, Palmyra Calamero R. Rosie, exhibited by Palmyra Farm, Evan Creek of Hagerstown, Maryland. Placing second in the class is entry 1741, Old Bankston Should Be June, exhibited by Leslie and Linda Brucci of Westminster, Maryland. And the winning entry and also first bred and known, entry 1747, GVP Dreamer Galleriella, exhibited by David and Linda Hansen and Mary Creek of Hagerstown, Maryland. Congratulations. Give them a big round of applause. Judge, your comments.
Well, just an exceptional heifer here to start the spring yearling class. A heifer we felt logically found herself in that first place slot. She's a heifer that has so much style, so much dairiness, so much angularity, and just an extremely feminine made effort here to start the class. For us, she goes over the heifer in second on her advantage in her front end. She has so much more lift up through her chine. She's more upstanding through that front end, just a bit longer and leaner up through the neck as well, to go over the youngest heifer in the class, born the last day possible for the class. But the second heifer, an extremely well-made, balanced heifer as well. She has so much correctness through her feet and legs, and it is that advantage in her feet and legs that takes her over the heifer here in third. The second heifer we feel is showing us more cleanliness to her hock. She's also cleaner through the rump region, being especially less patchy about those pins, and silkier and flatter in her thigh than the heifer here in third. The third heifer is one that we really admire from the hips forward. Just want to clean her up a bit through that rear end to get her any higher in the class today. But it is that advantage up through her front end that takes her over the heifer here in fourth, being especially fuller up through that chine, firmer behind the crops, and also tracking straighter on her rear legs than the heifer in fourth. Fourth over fifth, she's a heifer that just shows us so much more mass up through her front end. She has an extreme advantage in her dairy strength and her width to her chest, her depth to her forerib, her depth to her flank, and she's also standing just a bit straighter on her foot here today than a really silky, balanced heifer in fifth. The fifth heifer you have to appreciate for that dairiness and style. Just want a little bit more of her, change her in the foot structure to get her any higher. But it is that advantage in her dairiness, her flatness of bone that takes her over the heifer here in sixth.